Hey everybody, we're live for day 3. So last night I did some Dynamax adventures and pulled some of the legendaries just to get some Dynite ore to get some more watts. And I returned myself to Route 3 so we'd be ready to go. We need 2 more Eevee and Pharaoh Seed. And then the trade for Meowth. And we'll be moving to the wild area after that. So, see if we can find these last couple. So the plan today is to finish these couple of encounters here and start moving through the wild area. We'll see what happens with that. It's going to be a pretty sizable undertaking. So I did mention that I did some Dynamax adventures last night. I want to move all of those legendaries somewhere else for right now, because they don't have dex entries, but they're like optional encounters for this split. So let's drop these guys. Oh, that's not where I wanted to put them. Drop these guys right there. Okay, so okay, give me just a second to figure out the volume. No, Samantha was saying she was having problems with it yesterday, or the last 2 days, I guess. Let me see. Okay, I've got it turned as high as I can on both my sound settings and in OBS. Let me see. Okay, microphone. Okay, I've got that there. I've got this here. It is showing that's a little low on my microphone settings. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. Is that better? Okay, so I adjusted a couple other settings. I don't know if that helped or not. Bit better, okay. I am also competing with the air conditioner in here, so that's probably part of it. Wanting to cooperate again today, so there's that. So yeah, let's look for Pharaoh Seed and those last couple of Eevee. Come on, Pharaoh Seed. There's Cutie Fly again. Oh man. So these last couple will probably be a little tough, I think. Eevee was only 5%, and Pharaoh Seed I think is a 10% encounter. Oh, well, thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. Or, I guess I should say Cardigan Knight, since you know, don't wanna dox you here on the stream. There's Badu. Sometimes if I just barely move, this headset glitches out. Yeah, but Badu is pretty small compared to Suicune. That is one of the benefits of using a legendary for this. I'm not really going to be overpowered by anything for a while. Yes, this is on my Switch. Okay, I gotta see if I'm right about Pharaoh Seed. Pokemon DB. Pharaoh Seed locations. Route 4. Oh, it's a 1%. That's why I'm having so much trouble finding Pharaoh Seed. Okay, so I've got 2 5% and a 1% left to find here, so maybe here for a little bit. So depending on how long the overworld and grass encounters take for the wild area and the Isle of Armor, I might do all the raid dens that I have to do on the next Professor Oak stream. Yamper, okay. Man. I think right here at the start, Pharaoh Seed needs to be the main focus. Just because it's the lower percentage spawn. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering what you had going on. Oh, speaking of the low encounter spawn. Yeah. That's not too bad for a 1%. Now I just gotta find 2 more of the 5% EVs. Gonna have to hit a couple of different patches of grass to sort of quickly spawn and despawn stuff. Amper. Yeah, we've kind of been talking about that for a bit, so. I need to get over there past that kid and get that TM. Yeah, I think your iPad would be a good call for all your art. It basically serves the same function as your computer. When we get ready to head to the wild area, I gotta swing by Motostoke and battle at the cafe again to see about getting the sweet that I need. Yeah, I think the blueberry one's cool. I also like the clover. Unfortunately, I can't get the ribbon and the star on this file because that was for Swish. Those were only event distributions. Yeah. It's not like on Scarlet and Violet where you can literally just print them. I'm starting to wonder if maybe breeding for the EVs would be easier, but I kind of want to limit the breeding as much as I can, because I think I have to breed the ones for the other evolutions anyways. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna fight everybody on this route and be done with it. Yeah, it does sound brutal, doesn't it? Okay. Had a random spammer on Discord messaging me. Yeah, in my DMs on Discord. Yeah, I added this person because I thought they were in one of the other Discords I was part of, and then they sent asking what I would do if $2,000 was deposited in my bank account. So I didn't generally want to deal with that. Eevee? I heard you pop up. Stay there. Okay. Here's number 2. I need one more. Okay, one more. I'll go finish the little bit of story stuff going into town, and then trade for the regular Meowth, and then head out to the wild area. Yeah, Meowth's Cry is a lot of fun. You know, we were talking about the anime cries yesterday. I actually don't mind it doing something like this, 'cause then I know for sure when an Eevee pops up. There's another Meowth who I just ran into. I did just notice that Stacy has a new badge next to her name because of her subscribing earlier. So that's not something I've ever seen before. Okay, where'd you pop up at, Eevee? Girl. Not you. The actual Eevee. Huh, that's strange. Sammy, if you don't mind reporting the first time chatter there. Thank you. Okay, 30 minutes it took me to get those 3 Pokemon I needed from here, so these 1 in 5% spawns are going to be killer. But now we move on. I do a little bit of story, I get 1 more Meowth, and then we go to the wild area. So I'll have to look and see kind of what the plan is there. Yeah, Milo is a very buff fellow. I'll have to look. I can report it. Yeah, I'll check the permissions for mods here and here when I get done. Kind of see what you can do. Yeah. I reported it and I think Sammy deleted it. I have one of those dogs of my own, so he'll be one of the things I'll be leveling up here before too long. Yeah, no need for criminal activity. Okay, I think. Oh, okay, yeah, I reported it as well, so. Attack. I think there's a leaf stone around here somewhere that I want to go ahead and pick up. There it is, okay. That'll be helpful here in just a bit. I'm not mistaken, the Cantonian Meowth trade is inside the gym. Okay, yeah. It's kind of what I was thinking. Is it this way? Oh, that's Splitbug. Is it, oh, it's this kid. Worry not, little guy. Okay. Okay, so we're getting ready to start doing some weather manipulation nonsense. I've got some stuff I got to catch out in the wild area. I was just kind of looking at my guide there. So, first things first. Let's go back to Motostoke. We'll do that battle in the cafe real quick. See if maybe my luck's a little better today with getting this item I need. My luck going into the door was better today, so that's a good sign. Another sachet. Yeah, he gives out a bunch of sweets and stuff, so having a honeybee sort of makes sense. I need to look where the other cafes are. Okay, thank you. Also, if you can see if there's anywhere else to get those sweets. Yeah, Fido is the next generation of Pokemon, but definitely if they ever revisit this region, Fido should be here. do a quick heal. And let's see what we're working with today. Okay, I'm only catching a Combi if it's female. I am not... Tyroke. I've already caught you. Took me forever yesterday to find you. Okay, that's what I thought. I actually remember having a little bit of trouble. Tyrogue. Yeah, I remember having a little bit of trouble getting the suite for Milcery the first time. Funnelbee is the next one. Snowside Slope Watt Trader. Okay. I'll have to see when he's unlocked, because I may have to go over there and snag one. Okay, we're looking for you. Cramomatic. I knew there was one other place that you could get them. Cramomatic is so random. It'd be easier just to go get them in the Crown Tundra. Okay. Give me just a second. Those are the two overworld encounters. The random grass, Minccino, and Balm Sweet. So I'll do a couple of random grass encounters for that. There's Minccino. Balm Sweet. And then I think, yeah, change the weather. There's not that many in this area I need. I'll change the weather until I can get 2 Ralts, an Oddish, Wingull, Vanillite, Swinub, and Baltoy. So that's not too bad. It's just going to be a matter of getting the weather I need. Simple and sweet. Let me see about finding a P-Dove real quick. Just kind of have that marked off the list. Okay. Now I know. Hey, Metapod. Thought I just saw a P-Dove, but I'm probably crazy. Okay. Let's toss in a wishing piece. Go in. Cleffa, that'll be good here in a bit. I might need to throw my BRB screen on when I do that. Okay, so this is obviously bright sun. So I'll be looking for ball toy. Yeah, I didn't even think about it when I did it. I was just sort of going. Okay, I've already got Growlithe. I didn't want to run into you. Oh yeah, it doesn't take too long. I just don't know how much information people can get from that. Oh, Baltoy's a grass encounter, that's why I'm not finding one. Okay, there's that. Over to our raid den. Fight others. Shoot on through to change dates. same. Ah, it's overcast. Good. That's... So I need 2 Braults and an Oddish for this one. Yes, I have to have 1 male Brault and then whatever for the other one. So I think the Rolfs will probably be the part that takes the longest. Why is it telling me I only need 1 Oddish? Oh, okay, no, it's saying Gloom times 2. Okay, so I need 2 Oddish. For half a second I forgot Blossom existed. She is. I like Blossom. My brain was like, oh, just catch 1 Oddish and you're good. Which is definitely not the case. Tyrogue. This first little section of the wild area is not taking too long. Oddish number 2. Here comes Charge-a-Bug. Big D-cell battery. Yeah, it has a really good cry. I was gonna say charge a bus, but then I decided not to. I probably should have just said it. Okay, so that's all I can do with Charge-a-Bug for now. So let's we are now, I guess, working with Timber next. He's the next one in line. You'd be over here with your friends. Actually, no, you need to stay over here because I'm not completely done with you. Okay, let's move a little further away and see about getting some Ralts to pop up. Make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, Ralts is an overworld encounter. Ugh. I think Ralt is a lower encounter in the Overcast because it's a higher encounter in the Fog. But you don't unlock Fog until later in the game. Or post-game, one of the two. I do also need to look for cherubi, so I'll start shaking these trees. I am in the rolling fields. Yeah, that's what I figured. Take that, Onyx. Would it be wrong for me as my trainer to fight Tyrogue? Okay. Just get a good running start and just kick it as hard as I can. Kick the baby, exactly. Okay, yeah, Ralt is a 2% spawn in Overcast. Jeez, okay. Luckily the rest of it has gone well. Oh, it's okay. There's one. I actually think one ran from me earlier, and I didn't hear it fast enough. If this could be the male, that would be great. I should have known better. No, no, don't you do it. And you're the male. Oh man, I won't ever get that lucky again. So the other things I need are Swinub, Vanillite, and Wingull. And then Pidove. And then I'm going to fight whatever's in this den and catch it. Save myself the trouble later on. Oh man, okay. Is Wingull overworld or in the grass? Overworld. That's what I thought. Now I just need snowy weather for Vanillite and Swinub. That's what's up. Okay. I'm making decent progress through this. Haven't had any bad runs of luck yet. Nope. There we go. Leave me alone. Let me get my icicle. And then other than Cherubi and Piddo and Swinub in the grass, that is everything. So then we move to the Dappled Grove. There's the Swinub. Just run up an RKO Tyrogue right off the cliff over here. Okay, real quick, I'm going to reset my clock. So I have a baseline. X'd out. I think this is going to be Togepi still. So go ahead and catch Togepi. That'll save me one raid later. So that I'm not wasting the wishing piece here. So I think the hardest catches I have for this section are going to be Dino and Larvitar. And I think that's just because of their ridiculous catch rates. Okay. So that takes care of that. Now we go to the Dappled Grove and start working there. Let me keep an eye out for berry trees and pit of. And metapod, apparently. Hey, Vespiquen. I know Pidov's supposed to be flying around somewhere, but I think every time I've caught it out of a raid den. Oh, I've already got you. I was like, Pancham? When do I catch Vullaby? Quite a bit later. Okay, yeah. I'll snag one at some point. When I start heading back towards Motostoke and stuff, I'll check for one. Cherubi. It was a squirrel instead of a cherry. If I'm not mistaken, there's a tree back over this way. This is something I'm gonna have to also go out of my way to do just because I need Cherubi. There's not a tree back here, okay. Trap inch. Okay. Dappled Grove. So it is raining. Temple. And then I'll need it to snow, so I can get Delibird, 2 Snow Runt, and Snover. Okay, this section will go relatively quick. Okay. Now, if I can get lucky up here, I won't have to use one of my own wishing pieces. So that's Badu. Snowing. Make sure I looked at this right. Dapple Grove, Temple, Delibird, Snover, 2 Snowrun. Perfect. Okay. Vanillite. Make sure that I read this right, because random grass encounters. Okay. There's Snover. Yeah, I could probably use a little snack. Kind of get the energy back up a bit. Let's go with something sweet, I think. Yeah, I do have it made. She is probably one of the best things. Yeah, Suicune could have very easily had a sweet treat just then. Thank you. Do what? Okay.
4 crackle, 1 regular Hershey, and the rest are dark chocolate.
Yeah.
So either you're gonna start liking dark chocolate, or
I mean, I ate a piece the other day and it didn't bother me that bad, so.
I like the little.
Yeah. Okay, there's Snow Runt number 1. Oh, and it's a female, thank gosh. I'll make that a lot quicker too. Number 2. I don't think I need to do the raid den. Nope. Cherubi. Yeah, there we go. there's still a fair bit left. I'll end this section with a total of 485 Pokemon between these three dexes. So, yeah, there's a fair few. Not all 1,000, because some of them were introduced in the next generation, and then there's some that just didn't make the game. Okay. I need to look at this area. Golett and Drifloon in the sun. I think that's regular, normal weather. Yeah. There'll be a big grind session at the end of this. It's Ghastly and Duskull. Overcast. I have not. There's apparently 3 different levels to doing one in Arceus. There's an easy, medium, and hard mode. So I'd have to do some research to decide if I wanted to do that or not. Same. Wish I could just catch the overworld Pokemon, but they're all too high of level here. Come on, Duskull. I think he's going to be too high of a level. Yeah. Oh, he's too high of a level by 8, so it's going to have to be an in the grass one. Yeah, thank everyone who is watching or popping in. I definitely appreciate it. This has been one of the most successful streaming weeks I've ever had. So, just thank you to everybody who's been here. Come on, Duskull. Luckily, when I go to do Golett and Drifloon, they're the two highest percent. Oh. Duskull's the highest percent for Overcast. Weird. Come on. Dust goes to 40% is what I'm looking at. That's wild. And on shield, Machop's only a 10%. Come on, Duskull. Machop, you are a low percent spawn here on this game, and I've seen you more than the 40%. So weird when the higher percentage ones don't show up right, or show up as much as they should. Okay, there's the 30% spawn. There it is. Jeez. Okay, now I gotta reset to get regular weather. To get Drifloon and Golett. And I'm going to go ahead and try to snag a pit of as well. It's only a 10% in the normal weather, but I'm going to try to go ahead and get it. Okay. Give me just plain Jane normal weather. That is not what I need. Okay. I'm gonna toss in my own wishing piece. Got about just a little over 15 minutes left today. So we'll see how quick we get these 3 here. Leave me alone. There's Golett. I do have 2 fishing encounters coming up here in a second. I can't remember which of the many playthroughs of Scarlet and Violet I was doing, but I just got to the second area where you could see Lechonk and got a shiny one. Oh, sweet, okay. So there's 2 other encounters here that I need. Yeah, I do remember that. That is a good name for a Lechonk. Grifflin and Pidove. Okay. One sweet. There's Golett. There's Drifloon. I'll do a few more encounters to try to find the pit of, and then I'll see if I can find it flying around or in a raid den or something. Do one or two more. I want to try to get West Lake Axwell and East Lake Axwell done today. So I need regular weather and bright weather for West Lake. Let me see what I've got, because if I've got what I need, I'm not going to change the weather. Regular weather for West Lake. Whooper and Crabby, and then fish Remoraid and Wishy-Washy, and then I'll need Bright Sun for Dwebble. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Let's move on. If I happen to get another yeah, I'll try to catch Pit of later. Still get Whooper, Crabby, and the other two, Remoraid and Wishy-Washy. Here's the crab. Crabby has one of the more memorable Gen 1 cries as well. What about? Are you too high of a level? Is that why you're not on? Yeah, that's why you're not on the list right here. Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Bat. I were a whooper. Okay, let's do a little bit of fishing. And then I'll look for the hot weather to get level. And then that'll leave me Shelter, Stuffle, Onyx. And that'll finish this side of the map that I can reach. Besides Pit of. There's that fishing spot. Hey, Wingull. Hey, Gyarados. Hello. Now I'm at least Lake Axwell. Not where I want to be. Aha! Okay, Remoraid and Wishy-Washy. Oh, good. A 10% and a 5% encounter. That's always good. So these might be the last two I get today. That's okay. If these are the last two I get today, I've made a pretty sizable dent in this section. So tomorrow, since we do only have a few minutes left, I think tomorrow for my first part of my stream, I'm going to probably just like ride around in Legends Arceus or Scarlet and Violet. Just do some casual shiny hunting. And then probably about 6 o'clock, I'll take, a couple minute break between sections. About 6 o'clock, I'm going to play some Dead Rising. I think I'm going to do a little later tomorrow. I'll probably start at 4 since I'm going to go a little later. Probably do like 4 to 8. Yeah. Because half of it will be my Zombie Saturday stream, and those used to typically be 4 to 6 hours. I don't think I have the endurance for 6 hours right now, but I can do 4. Okay, there's Remoraid. Now I need Wishy-Washy. Okay, I got time for 1 or 2 more casts. We'll see if we can get lucky with this 5% Wishy-Washy. Yeah, right. There's a funny thing on Legends Arceus where for Magikarp's Dex entry you have to use Splash 100 times. And the best way to do that is to catch your own Magikarp and get into battle with a Magikarp and just sit there and splash at each other. Because as long as you see it, it counts. So you're literally just sitting there splashing back and forth for however long. My crazy wife and moderator perfected all the Dex entries in Arceus, so she has experience with the Magikarp Slash Off. Alright, well, we'll call it there. I'll need Dwebble and I'll need Wishy-Washy from right here. I mean, you did marry me, so that does make you a little crazy. Hey, but you have the absolute best shiny odds you can have for Arceus, so. But, alright, yeah. Goldeen is the sign for it to be over. I did do almost 2.5 hours yesterday. So, yeah. So tomorrow we'll do some shiny hunting unless I get on and really feel like doing this, which is a possibility. And then we'll do a couple hours of Dead Rising. Looking forward to doing that. It's been a little bit since I played. So that'll be a nice change of pace. I'll do a 2-hour block and then I'll take like a, I don't know, 10 to 15 minute break to kind of switch over and get stuff fixed up, and then we'll do a 2-hour block of Dead Rising. Again, I appreciate everybody who's been watching today, been watching this week. This has been easily one of the best weeks I've had as doing this streaming thing. Stacy, again, I appreciate the subscription. That's really, really cool of you to do that. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Looking forward to doing my first Saturday stream in a while. But everyone have a great night.